Only $14.99.
Don't miss the call. Download Band. Communication made easy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another night of fantastic Counter-Strike Global Offensive with Collegiate Star League. My name is Cameron Davis, and I'm joined by, once again, by the ever omnipresent Tasty Bacon.
Way to make that intro sound genuine. Like this is an exciting matchup, I guess.
I was running controls. Okay, no, it is actually kind of an exciting matchup. Tonight we're gonna see. God, these names are really confusing. University George Mason versus University of Maryland. CP is what, like Central Park or something. University of Maryland. Versus George Mason University. There we go. That's what it is. On Cobble. Again on Cobble. And it's interesting, not because I actually don't even know how these teams are on Cobble, but it's interesting looking at their scores because both are pretty similar overall, with both semesters being in. George Mason is 7-3, Maryland is 8-2, but in the spring split semester, whatever you want to call the section they're in now, Maryland are 3-0 and George Mason are 1-2. So right now, Maryland, if they take a win off of this, they're going to be tied up first place with Ryerson. But if George Mason win this, they'll stay middle of the pack, but it'll put them in a good enough position to get up, because it's going to be like the top 3 or so teams that get it out of each group. And George Mason are currently sat at 4th. With actually a pretty wide berth, because they're 1-2. Right above them are Washington, who are 3-2. To be fair, they've played 2 more games so far. They haven't had any of their bye weeks yet. So we'll see how it eventually comes when they've all played the same number of games. But if they lose here, that'll put them 1-3, and that'll keep kind of dropping them even farther and farther down, and having that 3rd spot just a little bit more out of reach.
Yeah, and like you said, it is the top 3 teams from each group. There are 10 groups in the C-Star League, CSGO League, I guess would be the best way to describe it. But there are 10 groups, and the top 3 teams from each group will get out.
3
I
or
think
so.
2 groups.
Yeah.
It's 3 from each group, and I think there's 2 groups that will have 4 that make it out. But that's
32 teams.
Mm-hmm. It's a 32-team playoff, so at least 3 teams from every group are going to get out of the group stage and into the playoffs. So, being up near the top of the table at this stage of the game, very, very important, because we're getting close to some of these teams actually being able to clinch a spot in the playoffs. So, especially a team like Maryland, who, as you mentioned, 3-0 on the current season, definitely in a very good position to make it out of the group stage.
Now, Cobble, I want to touch on quickly to any of our dear viewers who were not here last time when Tasty and I quickly discussed it and gave a little rundown on this map. It can be brutal to a lot of teams who aren't too familiar with it. It's definitely more on the tactical necessity side of maps than more just like raw firepower that we see Dust and Cash on. And so when teams aren't really familiar with it, particularly on the T side, and you don't know the strats to get it onto the site, you can be a little, oh god, we're skipping pistol round. Oh, okay, we're going straight to live. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Skipping pistol round? This is the pistol round.
Is it? They're buying. Wait, what? Okay, there's my game.
They're buying upgraded pistols on the
Sorry,
GMU
knife
side.
round. I meant they're skipping knife round. They're going straight into pistol round.
Well, they did do the knife round earlier.
Oh, I must have missed it
while
then.
we were talking.
But anyway, it's going to be GMU rushing straight onto platform. Digital here on the back, trying to put on some shots from Chicken. But they're just running straight in. Ooh, but the CTs are getting the trades in the end, however. Bomb plant still has yet to go down. And just F Diddy left on this. They're just getting he's just getting completely sandwiched in. A couple of CT players are lit, but all 5 Maryland players survived at the end of that.
Yep, and it was actually GMU that won the knife round and chose to be on the terrorist side. We did see, on our last broadcast that the counter-terrorist side, if they don't get a couple of round wins early, their economy can just be absolutely in shambles the entire way through.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Picking up that first round, very important for University of Maryland.
I was assuming that Salas would take a note from Snacks and take that Mag 7 out long, but he's doing the more safe route and putting it under drop. But that is not where the players are. GMU, the first rush didn't work, so now it's going to rush outside. It's generally only one player that plays on the A site, and so they're going to take the man advantage 5 versus 1 and see if they can't at least get a bomb plant from this. Homunculus actually... Okay, so I thought he let them walk past, but he turns around, able to stop the plant. But these Tech-9s are coming in and getting a couple of kills for GMU. Again, plant has yet to go down. Man advantage finally of UMD, but Philip with the UMP, can he make anything with it? F Diddy actually getting mollied out right into the open. Doesn't get a kill before he falls. And yeah, pretty standard mid-round rest of that.
Well, as standard as a 5-man rush onto the A site can be.
Well, but the retake from Maryland, I mean.
Yeah, the retake was very clean, very well done by Maryland. They're going to be getting closer and closer to buying a full buy. If they can win one more, obviously they're going to be in a very good position. But round 4 is where we can expect our first rifle round, as obviously another save coming out from GMU. Yeah,
and if they don't get a bomb plant this time around, they're going to be able to full buy, kind of like mostly full buy, but it's going to be pretty brutal.
I keep your eyes on Ben and Epic from the side of Maryland, because those are the two that could be hurting for money if they aren't able to find any kills or if they go down here.
Actually, I don't know who called this, but Epic is actually already rotating onto the A site. He is the first player, get the first kill. Homunculus pops out from behind it. Actually, Slowcall able to spray down 3. This is a lot of UMP kills. This is a lot of money farmed for UMD.
That is big money farmed for UMD. Homunculus and Salas now sitting at a total of 10 kills between the two of them. Doing great work. Only 2 kills total through the first 3 rounds here for the side of George Mason. So they're going to be really hoping they can pull something together here with this rifle round. Full AKs, but they're going up against 2 ops on the side of Maryland.
Yeah, this could really catch him off guard. Homunculus is going to peek right under it. Oh, that was almost a collateral, but he was able to get the opening kill in this round. And falls back, takes point again. Already GMU put down. Man advantage, and they're going to have to figure out some other way to get on. Mini over here.
Like you said, very nearly a massive shot from Homunculus.
Oh, yeah,
there.
I was hoping. But that's going to be GMU just sneaking through Dragon. Mini just peeking out on top of platform. No one's playing close. UMD are taking a safe. They know they have the man advantage. And so on the B side, at least, they're playing farther back. They don't have to take any risks. Nothing too special right now. Looks like GMU are going to be lining up for some smokes and flashes to enter onto the site. And there they go. Mini is going to be taking point of the team, but Molly actually takes some good damage on him where he gets taken up. And then above the tree, Digital only able to get 1 kill, surprisingly. But that's the rest of GMU. They just get sprayed down.
And again, only a single kill coming out here for GMU. This is not the kind of start that they were hoping for coming into this matchup. Maryland, they are looking absolutely on fire.
Yeah. As I was saying, just overall, their win-loss was pretty close. But, I mean, this is only the 5th round, so, you can't really divulge too much from it. But Maryland looking very much like the favorites here. Digital playing close, gets to it. The smoke actually allows them to escape. Maybe get a few more through the smoke. Oh, does not get more the jumping terrorist. But again, he's the only one who dies in GMU. What is that? They got 4 kills in 5 rounds.
Yeah. It's been a one kill or no kills every round.
The economy of UMD is like GMU need to start getting more, even if they don't get any rounds, like, which they need, of course. But even at that, they need to start getting kills so the Maryland economy doesn't spiral out of control.
Yeah, I mean, look at Ben and Homunculus, both of them sitting with 9,000 and 8,000 each. So even if they go down, even if they lose a round or two in a row, like they're still going to be able to buy up for multiple rounds. Their economy is so strong right now.
GMU playing for picks right now. Actually, 3 people out in the yard area out here, seeing if anyone from UMD pushes them. But UMD are playing it safe.
Yeah, I mean, UMD has no reason to try and push. They've been winning every single round by just sitting here playing defensively and waiting for GMU to come to them. And that's exactly what they're going to look to do here.
Ooh, Homunculus. Oh, he almost landed that shot blind. But he's going to have to fall away, and a smoke anomaly is going to help him do just that. Oh, he gets lit up through the smoke, down to 25. That nade drops Philip down a little bit, but I don't think it was worth it. Ooh, a second nade comes in, and it brings number of members a little lower. But still, 1-for-1 trade right now is advantageous for the terrorists. But there are still 2 members here remaining on the A site. It's going to be Mini here, peeking out window right now. Going to be the Lurk player stopping the rotations. If he can do that, that should allow his team to win. Let's see if Mini... Oh, no, he passed through. But that is Epic getting a kill onto Phil. What is going on? Where are the terrorists going? They're just completely abandoning.
But Mini just got completely behind. Digital C is going to find the kill onto F Diddy, but he's still got Mini, coming back now, trying to regroup this flank. Takes out Digital C. Nice pick there, but the bomb is in his hands.
He can't
is a 1-on-2, though.
And there's no time for him to plant either.
Yeah.
So he's going to pick up this op and try and save them. But what they had, they were like halfway onto the A site. And there was a Mini there to be at mid. I don't know why I don't know who made the call to go over to B, but yeah, that's just
I think the call came to go over to B because when Mini moved in onto B, he didn't see anyone because UMD had started to rotate towards A. Mini was then able to pick off one member near bomb site B, and so as a result, I think that was kind of the rest of the team then making the decision to move over towards B site, but obviously it didn't quite end up paying off. And was the best round for GMU with most kills they were able to pick up, but still not looking good as the only real gun they have is the op that was saved by Mini.
So GMU once again able to take control, at least the first little section of long A, but jumping through the smoke. Epic gets 1 kill before the Tech-9s overpower him. M4, but they do not look behind them as Homunculus pops out and gets 2 kills with the 5-7. Still in here in this sneaky point, and GMU have to put all their attention on that spot.
On 3 health.
Yeah. Speaking of trying to find another kill, but if they could save this M4 and op, or maybe get a bomb plant, that would be something, get a couple more kills, but they're in a really tricky situation right now as they're basically sandwiched in by multiple CT members. There's really nowhere for them to go.
Homunculus and Ben both going to be holding on to these ops. Homunculus in a bit of a risky situation here. Knows he can't actually pull out the op here, but also
the 5.7 is a ridiculous gun. Oh, but okay, so GMU seem to have found a little crack in UMD's defenses and just slow walking. FDD taking point, peeking through everything, and there has been no one there to stop them getting onto the A side and actually getting the plant. Homunculus is going to peek out. Ooh, is able to actually stop the plant, and with the double kill at the end. Did the plant, did he stop? Did he not dedicate fully to the first plant?
He did not get the plant down.
Well, no, but I'm asking, did GMU try and fake that plant?
Yeah, Brain Dead started the plant and then stopped it and tried to like reposition himself and then just got taken out. Like it was, and this has kind of been one of the issues I've seen for GMU throughout these first 7 rounds is their decision making and the reaction time just have not been up to par for what Maryland has been doing. In one of the earlier rounds, I saw one of the members of GMU, I can't remember right now which player it was, but walked out into the courtyard area, saw a smoke grenade get thrown right in front of him, and continued to like from around the corner, and continued to walk out while the grenade was down. Like, there's a player right there because they just threw that grenade. And he just continued to walk out right into their gunfire. And it's things like that have been happening fairly consistently through these rounds for GMU, and that's why they're down 7-0.
Huh. I don't know exactly what play you're referencing right now, but I mean,
I can't remember which one it was, but it was one of the earlier rounds. It was the third or the fourth round.
No, for sure.
But right now we are in this timeout.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a GMU pause.
I can tell you. Yep, it is GMU using the tactical timeout. And obviously wanting to try and regroup, see if they can figure something out. And so down 7 rounds here to start the match. Never a good position to be in. It's very difficult to come back. It's not impossible, but it is not likely.
I wouldn't say not likely. Just looking at the scoreline 7-0, we've seen more ridiculous upsets. But if you just look at the scores of the players,
that's what I mean. Like, you look at this
like
match
how they're performing.
I don't think it's very likely.
Yeah,
unless GMU comes out of this pause like with a fire lit underneath them, then they are going to have some serious trouble in trying to really get any sort of streak going against Maryland, at least in this half, because there's, let's see, Homunculus has 11,000 on him. Like, they're set almost throughout this entire half as far as economy is concerned.
Yeah. I'll have to double check your math later on that. But for a quite number of rounds, at least. Oh, GMU, they're actually going to change it up and go back towards B. Generally, terrorists on this map put a lot more emphasis on B than A, but GMU have attempted A a lot more. Hopefully this just 3-stack on B goes in their favor. But Salas, see the head of Mindy, not quite land the shot, but that leaves a little bit of information of where they know the terrorists are. Interesting that they're just giving drop over to them. He is rotating over to watch window. The terrorists have control of Plat now. And the 2 members on A are just still sitting there, interesting enough. But there we go, Digital on the tree, gets 1, but that's 2 kills for GMU. This is the best start that they've had so far. Bomb plant dropped on top of platform, though. They got to go get it. There is a kill happening at mid. Just Homunculus and Epic left.
Bomb does go down. It's the first bomb plant of the half for GMU.
Oh, wow.
So,
yeah, you're right.
That's got to be at least a little bit of a feel good here. But 4 on 2. They should be able to finish this one out. But Homunculus is going to at least find 1.
Good. Smart checking the corner with that 5-7. But you have to go quickly, and I don't know if they're going to be... well, they know Mini is behind them as well, but Homunculus just smoke, but didn't even... okay. Tried to smoke defuse. Smoke went too far, and he stuck it anyway, and he actually almost got that kill.
I was very surprised to see Homunculus go for that defuse, because I thought he would have seen the shots come out from Philip around that corner, because there was a shot or two that did come from behind that wall before he threw the smoke. But I don't know, maybe he just didn't notice it, or
that's what the smoke's
just
for.
Thought he would try and sneak it. But
in any case, GMU get another round. Oh, F Diddy taking out Homunculus. That's definitely a good start for them. Homunculus has been kind of one of the linchpins for Maryland right now. But once again, they're putting a lot of pressure around A. Now that there's only 1 player there, it's definitely better for them.
And this is a spot that Homunculus has tried to do a couple times already. Is just rush up there with the op, see if he can find a very quick kill. But this time, F Diddy was prepared for it and won that duel.
Everyone on GMU is going on long A. Once that smoke clears that was placed down by Epic, should be moving in shortly, I believe. They have 59 seconds, so they can still go back to the B site if they go, but looks like they're going to be smokes and flashes raining in on the A site. It's just going to be Epic here by him, so he's actually going to molly out the entrance. That's going to delay them temporarily if they don't want to run through and take unnecessary damage, and it also allows enough time for at least Salas to rotate in, take ramp, and he hears them all coming in behind. Pushing onto the side. There's a wall of smoke set up. Do they expect this player behind? No. Epic's able to pop out, get a couple of kills. Oh, he's being crossfire there. Set up. Able to take down Mini and only lose Homunculus. GMU, with that engagement, didn't get a single kill.
Beautiful rotation from the rest of UMD over towards bomb site A. Once they knew that they were coming, again, Epic was able to use that molly to great effect to stall the push. And then by that time for the rest of the team to rotate over, a beautiful flash went out from the side of UMD. I didn't actually see who threw it, but it flashed actually all 4 of the members that were trying to really push in onto Epic's spot. And as a result, he was able to take down 2 very quickly. Crossfire, like you said, taking out the rest. And really nice round for Maryland after a interesting start.
Once again, do another B rush, push on through the site. Actually able to get the bomb plan and put themselves in a man advantage. Picked up a couple. Did they buy? Yeah, it looks. I think this is definitely a 4-step round. They would pick up a couple AKs and an AWP. Considering that the B site has been their best site, I'm still curious why they consistently try and go A.
Well, we'll see. Can Homunculus and Epic retake here? We have to try and get through the smoke, but it's going to be just up to Epic now.
Yeah, so, I mean, solid post plant from GMU. UMD have the money to buy up this last round, so that's why they went for it, considering. But yeah, we just need GMU to go to B more. Stop going to A. A has not worked out for you. Homunculus and Epic have been playing that site very, very well. And actually, because of that, it looks like UMD are putting 3 people on A, expecting them to go back to A again. But GMU, listening to my advice, at least some people are, going back towards B. That smoke is making them take it a little slow. And those gunfire shots ring out. Should inform UMD there's just a little bit of presence there. This boost coming up on top of drop. Ben's peeking over, not seeing anything, however. But I believe he should be hearing those grenades pulled out.
Lots of grenades, couple mollies getting thrown there just to try and rush onto this site. We'll see if GMU can get in there. They've found a couple of entry points here, but Digital C is going to be trying to stop this.
Yeah, UMD actually in really bad positions. He wasn't able to stop that at all. 4 versus 4 right now. Post-plant positions. GMU definitely have the advantage. Taking this site is notoriously difficult for CTs, and and that's exactly why, what we just see there. So, but that boost up of on top of drop could was a good idea to get information, but the reason that didn't work in this situation though, because generally teams put only 1 player on A, not 2 that UMD have been doing, and because that 2 on A, 2 invested in the boost at drop, that left that 1 player, I believe it was Salas, sitting behind Rock at the very back of the B site, and because of that just allowed GMU to kind of waltz in, get the plant and get post plant positions. But yeah, see, so now we're gonna see 4 people on B. UMD may have learned their lesson. They only have pistols now though, so it's reasonable to assume this is gonna be a 4th round for GMU.
Yeah, all of a sudden, a couple rounds in a row, and UMD, from having one of the strongest economies I've seen in these CSL matches, to now having to stick on pistols. But there's a big rotation coming from GMU. They've given up on going towards B and are going back to A once again. I mean, in this particular situation, it may work out because there are so many players still sitting over at B site, but they need to make their move quickly, because we saw what happened last time they tried to send everyone onto A. with just one member holding it. It was epic that time. He was able to stall them out, but without the grenades, without the mollies to be able to throw down to stop this push, I think GMU should be able to take this.
Yeah, if they don't check for Ben, they could lose a player or two, but Ben's wide out in the open. Like, not a very good position for him to be holding it, trying to be sneaky. And then GMU just pushing onto the sites. Just Homunculus and Digital left. Bomb plane going down. Not much they can do. I kind of expect they're just going to be holding for exit frags. These pistols don't do much damage at long. Ooh, he sees the foot! Homunculus is able to get the shot. Pick up that up, but he cannot escape with it. Digital C left. I don't know if... Oh, Mini did not check far enough! Digital C pulls out, gets 2 kills of that 5-7, grabs the op, and he is out of town. Phillips trying to look for him, but see if he can't save it. But yeah, the 5-7 is ridiculous. Everyone talks about how the UMP is overpowered. The 5-7's more.
Beautiful play from Digital C, though. Getting those 2 kills. All 3! Nice shot, Digital C. Really salvaging a lot of money off of that round and coming out with the op, too. Very, very good play.
I mean, it was 100 a kill. It was 100 a kill because of the op, so not that much money.
Well, no, the op only got 1 kill, though.
Oh, you're right.
The other 2 were pistols.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So ends up being able to afford some M4s here for UMD. And, I mean, I was a little surprised because Homunculus and Digital C both going around the long way from where they were holding on to B. They were trying to get that flank, but just weren't able to get there quick enough. But again, Digital C, excellent job on those exit frags.
And he reduced Homunculus with the Max 7, not able to afford the op this time, and taking out the snacks position with it. I don't know if GMU would be expecting it, but they are not going that direction either way.
Going back to B site, this is where we definitely prefer to see GMU going. They've had much better success on this bomb site B, or at least pushing towards bomb site B to start. And obviously last round able to rotate back to A and still get the round win. But 8-4 as we round 13 here. We'll see, can they actually get onto the site?
Someone tell UMD that they have all these nades. Why haven't they been using them? They're just giving platform like over to GMU, and they push through a smoke, and there was a molly that comes out. But that didn't eat up any time of them. They're just going onto the site. 45 seconds left. Should be get the ball play down, but Ben very close, not able to get the shot through the smoke with the op. I don't know if they're expecting him to... peeks out too wide. Smoke disoriented him just enough. 3 versus 4. GMU have the advantage. But there is Homunculus coming from the back. That fire should do good damage. Should actually get the kill. Did not expect the second, but that second player stepped out into the fire. That's 2 fire kills. It's just now it's just Mini left. Behind Chicken Coop. That doesn't even matter. Bomb plant's gonna come out. Op picked up for Homunculus and well, so I was assuming that GMU would have it, but that flank from Homunculus comes up huge.
Yeah, massive molly from Homunculus as well, getting the double burn kills. And then, I mean, again, it's just kind of holding on to those grenades a long time was very strange. In the end, they are able to get the round win, so it's not that big a deal, but I still would like to see UMD, sure that up. Maybe getting a little bit complacent with the 7 rounds rattled off in a row to start the matchup, but hopefully they can, hopefully for Maryland, they can get back to the form that they started this matchup with. Here
we go. Now we got grenades coming out, not giving plat control over to the GMU, which is good to do because they have 1 Tech 9 and 2 SMGs not able to buy up fully this round.
2 members on A again.
Yeah. I mean, they're up 9-4. They haven't really been forced to change up too much of their play style as of now. And we probably won't see it because this is the second last round of the first half. Actually, yeah, now that I look at it, it's round 14. It's interesting that GMU decided to force up with a weak buy instead of just saving. But it looks like they want to go for as much as they can get.
It's kind of stalled out here, and we get close. There's going to be finally the first frag. Phillip able to find a quick spray onto Ben.
Yeah, caught it with a nade on his hand, and there's only 2 players here on the site. Digital playing close, gets 1 kill. There you go. Does actually successfully get the second. Philip Mini pushing in. That smoke's should allow the bomb plant. And F Diddy is, where is F Diddy? Oh, okay, so he's not playing in drop room, but actually peeks out from around the corner. Doesn't actually able to get the kill on Epic. It was a Tech 9, but I assume that he had a positional advantage and surprise on his side. Bomb plant still hasn't gone down. There we go. Oh, it's another little fake. Mini keeps trying to fake this out. Now he's finally committing to it.
And with 4 health, he does manage to get the plant down. I think that's why he was trying to fake, was because he knew he was so low, just trying to pull anyone out. But Salas is going to finally take him out. It's just Philip now on this 1v2, but he's going to take out one. 1-on-1 now with Salas. Salas, nice headshot. Going to be able to get that kill and get the round victory for Maryland. As we head into the final round of the half, a sizable lead for Maryland, 9-4 currently. Let's see if they can, 10-4. As round score hadn't updated on me.
Yeah, and GMU's economy up. They can still get a couple of AKs, but no op, little light on utility. 2 Galils, and actually Jiro's missing head armor, which on the cheese side is pretty important. They're going to push over to B site, avoiding Homunculus's control at long. But actually, Salas letting some players go behind them because of the smoke. They don't check his corner. He's able to get 2 kills because of it. It's just sloppy B take by GMU. It's just F Diddy left, running out of ammo, trying to find something. He is caught between too many players. That's going to be UMD taking the half 11-4.
A very quick round there to end out the half. Like I said, a sloppy take from GMU. Not checking where Salas was. Salas was able to get
You got to take that corner.
2 kills from the corner. And, I mean, it's, again, this has kind of been just fairly consistent for GMU. They had a couple really nice rounds there towards the end. But as we get here on to the first round of the second half, UMD, they only need a handful to go away with the victory.
Yeah, if UMD take the pistol around here, that should be essentially be lights for GMU. Moving off of that player. Didn't want to get a little car sick. Yeah, it's like it's pretty awful. Like whenever you're in you're overwatching and you get a spin bot, it just makes you want to throw up. I mean, thankfully spin botting is, I mean, it's obvious, and so you just like ×4 speed through the clip and just like alt tab until it's done. But for the first couple of moments when you're unexpecting it, you're just I
can't say I've ever actually experienced it myself.
It's fun when you see spin bot versus spin bot, like when each team has them. See who can spin bot better. But anyway, that's for hackers. And
how do you win a spin bot battle?
I don't know.
Is it just who spins the fastest?
I don't know.
Either way.
What do you think? You think I'm a hacker? You think I know hacks?
A little bit of friendly damage there as Ben kind of stabs Homunculus a little bit, but
so yeah, we see more of a standard setup here. CT side GMU. Philip checking, peeking out long to see if any rush, and then falls back into the more middle section. He's in the connector right now, but they should be falling back towards the A site. But that is UMD also take. Whoa, where did that kill come from?
F Diddy with a very nice headshot.
Oh, going for a second. Once more, he's just. And then Mini with the backup, allowing F Diddy to reload. Not able to get anything more with that clip, but he's able to get a couple kills before he falls. Definitely showing his strength and just trying to intimidate UMD down. Now GMU have the main advantage, but we've seen them squander it before, so I don't know how confident I'd be if I were them, but now it is just Epic and he gets taken out. So GMU do thankfully get the pistol round, keeping themselves in this at least temporarily.
Yeah, they need every bit of momentum they can get. So starting off the second half with a round win on the CT side, definitely going to be helpful. We'll see if they can use this now second round, the superior buy, in order to get a second round right off the bat.
UMD going towards B again. And actually, GMU put 2 players out on A, expecting a change up, but UMD hearing F Diddy should be hearing footsteps just behind him, so he knows there's more players, and that's gonna call Jiro back over towards the B side of the map.
Grenades getting thrown out to stall this push.
These Tech 9s are no joke, especially up close, and that's actually be Salas getting the first kill. He's up onto the side, pushing straight into Brain to get the nice headshot right there. Bomb plant does go down. It's just Jiro and Philip left. The retake looks like they're very hesitant to retake this. They know that a couple of rifles, well, 2 SMGs and a shotgun, but still a couple of upgraded weaponry were picked up by UMD. Yeah, looks like they're going to go back and save these 2 weapons and armor and kit and nades that they all currently have.
Yeah, definitely the wiser decision, I feel. 2 on 5, trying to retake onto B on Cobble.
Yeah,
not terribly good odds.
Really not.
Ben, though. Ben's going up aggressive. He might get caught out here, or he might find Philip. Nope, Philip gets that kill.
Philip, why are you getting the mag? Okay, I mean, I've never seen a player drop an SMG for a mag 7.
Yeah, that was
like,
unless you.
If it was like an MP7 for a mag 7, that I could see, but
I mean, he tossed it over to F Diddy, so maybe F Diddy just really wanted it.
We got 2 mag 7s now. I mean, Cobble is one of the maps that has multiple positions for the mag 7 to be useful in, but I still would prefer the UMD overall. Molly didn't quite go far enough. Let's see what allow Philip to take position here with his own mag 7. Out long, waiting for the players to push up. He knows they're about to. He just barely doesn't see their shoulder. Yes, sees it, but fires too preemptively and gives away his position. Allows UMD to take control of long right now. Jiro is onto the site, but he's about to get flashed and smoked off. But there has been enough time from GMU to rotate in. But again, these nades are allowing UMD to just push straight in onto the site. F Diddy actually getting multiple kills with mag 7. Only 2 before he falls. And now it's just Mini left. 1 versus 2. It's still doable. But all he has is a 5-7 versus 2 UMPs. It's going to be pretty difficult. I'm pretty sure there's a kit dropped onto the site somewhere. He doesn't have to find it. It doesn't matter. He just gets taken out.
Yeah, very nice headshot there from Epic to close out the round 13-5. As they just need 3 more now in order to close this one out on the side of Maryland. They're still not quite going to be able to get that full rifle buy yet. But they're definitely on the verge of it. As you can see, they do get a couple of AKs coming out, but it's all pistols except for that one lonely mag 7 on F Diddy.
Yeah, and they gambled. They got the wrong side. They put a 5-stack over on A, and there's not a single terrorist on A. That's going to waltz in onto the site. I mean, these are gambles that you have to take when you're on a save round. It's unfortunate that it didn't work out, but also very... I don't know what to call it. I
mean, I feel like if you're going to take a gamble as CTs on Cobble, you want to gamble on B site. Like, that's your better gamble.
I mean, but it's hard enough to hold B site with 4 people. I don't know if 5 saving would really change. But they do get 1 kill on Ben. So that's something. Marcus does rush forward and get another kill with his own mag 10. That's a little extra
just
money.
Spraying out blindly into the smoke does actually pick up a kill in there, I believe. But this bomb is about to be going off, so everyone's just trying to run out. Jiro does get an exit frag, but immediately
straight into a firing range of 3 terrorists. I mean, they did some damage to UMD, but UMD got 14 points. GMU's economy's still not great. They're not going to get an op. They're going to have very light on nades. They have 1 shotgun, 1 from us. Like, it's looking kind of dire.
Yeah, almost a full buy from the side of UMD. As it's just Ben wasn't able to pick up a full loadout of grenades, and that's really about it. So it's going to be a pretty tough round here, round number 20 for GMU. It's been a pretty tough match thus far. And UMD looking to try and close this one out here. Well, within the next 2 rounds.
Within the next 2 rounds, yeah. Not here, but here. Like, you know, the more like universal, more...
The royal here.
Royal here! Exactly.
Well, let's see, where are they going to go? They're currently being held up by this smoke. It's a pretty nice play from GMU, at least to hold this position for now. But as this smoke clears, as the utility fades, will they be able to find any kills on UMD trying to push through?
Ben is stacked up over box, so he does have a nice position to potentially see someone like Mini coming up those stairs. But no one on the CT side is bit just yet. Instead, it's gonna go straight into Marcus and Salas taking point. So there we go. Take's gonna come in. Marcus push forward, little slow, maybe trying to fade my lip. Oh, but doesn't actually check the stairs. That allows Mini to get the opening kill here. Salas does take him out. No, it doesn't. He took out FDD, but Mini was still there before he falls. It's 3-on-3 right now. Bomb should be going down in the smoke, but Brain Dead, ooh, doesn't guess the position of the plant. But let's see if UMD can get into post-plant positions. Trades happening all around right now. And, well, Digital C and Ben just kind of ended out and put themselves on map point.
Not just map point, but 10 rounds of map point.
Yeah.
This is going to be absolutely incredible comeback if GMU are able to turn this around, but it is looking less and less likely with every round that passes here in the second half. And again, a simple fact that you look at the loadouts, full buy from UMD, not even close from GMU on map point.
Oh,
this is nice kill there from F Diddy. F Diddy, a triple kill to start off the round before he finally goes down, and just like that, it's up to Digital C. F Diddy coming through clutch there on the map point, but you mentioned there's still 9 more of those to go.
Yeah, I completely missed that because I hit a wrong button and brought up the spectator console.
Rip
Stream.
That is rough. And that was such a good round for F Diddy. Like, he's gonna find you on Twitter and just like yell at you.
He's gonna ring me.
For missing that one round.
Yeah, that could have been his highlight reel. I could have put him on the front page of HLTV.
And instead, it will be lost to the annals of history.
I mean, he still has the replay.
True. But you
Wait, I don't know if these games actually.
I mean,
Wait, does your account only automatically save matchmaking games, or
you are asking the wrong person about that.
Yeah, I don't know, because I don't I don't play this game. I just watch it, so I do not know.
Well, right now, let's see, UMD again setting up for this B site push, and again F Diddy and Mini gonna be hanging out here, just watching this entrance.
Diddy in a nice position. Once again with that Mag 7, it worked out well for him. But this is going to be multiple terrors coming through drop. Smoke stalling them out temporarily. Dr. Band-Aid. About to get flashed out. Digital pushes through. Does get fully flashed and would push him out. Digital's continuing to push. Catches Mini off, but doesn't actually get the kill. 3-on-3 still. They have to get the plant. Ooh, a little bit of a fake right there. There we go. It is being fully committed right now. But Mini does stop it from happening. 2 versus 2 left. Jiro up. Oh, got a little bit of lag. Up, and then Jiro falls. He's smoking this and Salas left. They still need to get the plant down, but they have 20 seconds. Just Philip left to stop them. I don't know if they know where he is. They do have to go pick up that bomb. And Salas is wounded, so it's still definitely possible for Philip to do this, but he didn't peek out at the wrong time. And I think they're expecting maybe a flank coming out from him. This is gonna be yeah. Oh, turns right just in time. Now they know exactly where he is. Okay, they only single peek him, which could have been really dangerous, but Homunculus does take him out.
Dangerous.
That was dangerous, but
especially the fact that they weren't at full health. That was extremely dangerous. But they end up getting the win. Round victory and match victory. UMD. Very convincing fashion here, moving themselves up to 4-0 on the current season.
Currently tied with Ryerson, who they have a longer streak of. Ryerson only have 4 wins in a row, and now this is going to put Maryland at 6. So I don't know if that tells anything or if it's just a coincidence. I'm not an analyst. I'm just a cast. I don't know what I'm saying.
Well, we also don't know how many of those games, if there's bye weeks factored into that, or things of that nature too. So going off of that isn't the most telling of information, but the overall standings are what you really want to look at. And as of right now, Maryland are definitely sitting very strong for the playoff contention. As
now George Mason at 1-3, they're a little bit a little bit of a dangerous spot right now. I don't even know, depending on how Washington performs, I don't even know if it's possible for George Mason to come back and take that 3rd place spot. I haven't really run the numbers on that. 32 teams out of taking 32 teams out of 10 groups is already going to make it a little spotty, because there's going to be I don't know how they're going to figure out those last 2 teams. And then I don't exactly know how many, I think, what do they play, like 8 games in a season? In like a semester?
I want to say it's 6 games.
Okay, if it's 6, then that's gonna make it very dangerous for them. But if it's
because that would mean you play each team in your division once.
Oh, good point.
Which would make sense.
Oh, good point.
But
I'm loading this up now. I'm loading this up now. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I don't. The loading was taking a while.
Is this the information that we should probably ask the admins beforehand, before we start talking about it? Because we can get this information, especially if we were to hop onto Band, especially on Mondays. The CSL admins do an open office hours on the official Band gaming app. Which, if you need a social app for your gaming needs, Band is a wonderful, wonderful solution.
Oh, aren't they one of our sponsors?
Oh, are they? I didn't even know that.
Wow, what a coincidence. But yeah, actually, perfect point to end this on. Thank you all our sponsors, Band Gaming and Asus and Twitch. As usual, we couldn't be able to do any of this without them. You get all these hours of entertainment. What are you, Tasty? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm on camera, aren't I? I was stretching. My joints were super stiff because I've just been sitting like this the entire time during this game. So I was doing all these stretches and stuff. I forgot. I'm not used to being on camera.
That's true. I'm actually looking at what's on stream right now. But anyway, yeah, thanks for all our sponsors, and thank you, dear viewers, for watching this. I'm going to cut this before it devolves into any more insanity, because in 30 minutes, we're going to have another game coming up. I believe this is going to have UT Austin, if I'm not correct, which is a team that I'm always rooting for, even though I never get to cast them. CSL. Because I went there, is what I mean. What is it? So
Santa Cruz
versus
California,
Austin.
Santa Cruz versus University of Texas, Austin.
Ooh, that's a 9-0 team versus a 6-4 team. Come on, Austin, I believe in you. But yeah, so I'm gonna cut this, and tonight you're gonna be joined by True Lie and Osto. So don't go anywhere. But yeah, thanks everyone.